Ladies and gentlemen, this is the journey of the legendary gentleman. Welcome you all and joining us today on this platform. And we'll give God the glory for another beautiful Sunday. We'll give God the glory. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, friends. Welcome, family. And we thank God for everything that He's doing for us. And I have two beautiful family here with me today on our podcast today, and they're going to be a great day. We're going to have fun. We're going to have fun.
Yes, we Yes.
Yep. We're going to have fun, and I'm going to re-officially introduce. Right beside me is no other than Pastor Marta. We welcome you. We welcome you.
Thank you.
We welcome
for
you.
having me again.
Welcome again to our studio. Welcome to our studio. We appreciate it. And our mother, our sister, who just came into studio today for her first time,
Very first.
Miss Barbara, we welcome you.
Thank
We
you.
welcome you. We welcome you to our studio. We welcome you. Thanks for coming in. Today's topic we're going to be treating a very vast and complicated topic today, which will be women and marriage. Ladies and gentlemen, our topic for today is women and marriage. We welcome everyone to join us on our platform. Share with your friends, share with your family, share with everyone far and near. Because today's topic, you might want to call your sister, want to call your auntie, want to call your neighbor. Wives, bring your husband closer. Husbands, bring your wife closer. We are about to discuss women and marriage. And again, I am your host, Dan Ogamba, the son of Africa. We welcome you all to my studio. Welcome you all. Welcome, 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 welcome. With an opportunity given, I will give each of you 30 seconds. Maybe I did not introduce you properly. I'll give each of you 30 seconds. You can give your full name to our audience, tell them your career, and say something to our audience. Pastor Marta, you go first.
Sure. As you heard, my name is Pastor Martha Smith, and I am involved in prison ministry as ministry. I'm married, have two children, two beautiful children, and
Gotta speak
I'm
into the mic.
involved. Okay, sorry. I'm involved a lot in women's ministry and ministry in general. And by profession, I am an accounting manager for a financial firm.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Miss Barbara?
My name is Barbara Kennedy. I am currently enjoying the life of retirement. Yes, thank God. And it is a beautiful life. But in my life's journey, I was a wife. My husband passed last year after 38 years of marriage.
Wow.
God bless us because it was a journey, but I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Yes.
And I worked with the Postal Service in the IT department prior to retirement. So right now, I can say that I am truly enjoying life.
Praise the Lord.
Wow, wow.
That's great.
Wow, wow, wow. Thanks a lot. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being on our podcast. We welcome you guys. I would like to say to the both of you, get comfortable, get comfortable. This is Studio Land. We're going to have fun. We're going to have a discussion, and we're going to bring truth to the table and everything happening in women's life and marriages. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're on X, if you're on YouTube, if you're on TikTok, whichever platform you are on, if you're on Facebook, hello everybody. Join us. Let's have a discussion. Join us. Let us discuss today women and marriage. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll start up by playing our introductory song first, at least for the first 40 seconds.
We at war. We at war with terrorism, racism. But most of all, we at war with ourselves. Jesus walk. God show
Yes, sir. That's our brother Kanye West. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the journey of the legendary gentleman. Yes, sir. 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 The song said he want to talk to God, but they haven't spoken for so long, he don't even know what to say to God. I wonder how many women out there have spoken to God in a long time, or how many marriages out there have gotten on the knees and talked to God in a long time. We're going to be having a very, very, very intimate discussion today in reference to women and marriages. I'm going to first of all draw out the rules and regulation out there. You guys went through everything. No matter what the situation may be, we cannot fight, we cannot throw blows, we cannot. Let's have fun. Let's have fun. Let's have fun. Let's have fun. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome you to the Journey of the Legendary Gentleman. My first question go out there to you both. Whoever choose to go first, and the next person can re-elaborate on the question, and then we'll take it from there. We'll go from the first question to the top and to the bottom. So my first question to you guys today, the both of you, you guys have enjoyed the privilege of being married. You guys have enjoyed the privilege of family. You guys have both enjoyed the privilege of being women in America. With that being stated, how do modern African American couple approach the division of labor and financial partnership, particularly in household where women today are the primary breadwinner? Question?
Well, I always like to start at the very beginning of a relationship, even prior to the marriage.
Yeah.
I feel that conversations need to be held.
Mhm.
And a part of the conversation could, in fact, be, where are we financially?
Mm-hmm.
What are you bringing to the table?
Mm-hmm.
What do you have to offer in this relationship?
Yes.
And when we have got to the point where, okay, we've determined that the woman is the breadwinner, I think a couple things start stepping into play with the relationship that needs to be dispelled.
Yes.
And we need to figure that out.
Mhm.
And one of the things that I suggest with women, you must figure out what's going to work in your relationship. It's a personal thing. You've got to figure that out. No one can tell you.
Mhm.
We can tell you of our experiences,
Yes.
but we cannot tell you how to operate with your husband.
Yes.
So as the breadwinner, you got to remove some things, like comparisons,
Yeah.
Mhm.
competition.
There we
You got
go.
to remove some things
Yes.
if it's going to work,
To work.
in order to figure out where we are and how we're going to get there.
Yes.
Right. I agree with
That's
you.
that's a good response.
Yeah.
That's a good response. Thanks a lot, Miss Barbara. Miss Martha, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I
Go ahead.
totally agree with her that marriage is not a comparison, it's not a competition.
Okay.
And so you as a woman who's the breadwinner in the family, communicate with your husband
Yes.
on how you can do your finances, budgeting every month, or however you choose, or investments.
Yes.
It has to be an agreement between the two of you,
Yes.
and that sets a very healthy marriage. Because what tends to happen now, and I'm going to bring this right away,
Oh yeah, go ahead.
is feminism.
Feminism.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Feminism has taken root in our culture.
Yes.
And there are misconceptions, misunderstanding that has been brought into marriages due to feminism.
Okay.
And I think
Okay.
we we want to talk about that in
And-
more depth.
And when you say feminism,
Mhm.
give me a little bit more on that. What do you mean by
Yes,
Right, right.
feminism?
So secular, the culture we're in, there's a lot of discussion of equity sharing, right?
equity share.
Yeah,
Okay.
that, you know, we're in a place where even gender roles are now kind of fluid, if I should say. They're not well defined in the family unit
Mhm.
or in a marriage,
Mhm.
because most of the time women have been told, like you were saying, that external influence that comes into a marriage,
Mhm.
that, hey, you're the same as your husband. You're the head now, because the head of the household now, because you're the breadwinner. And biblically, we know that the husband is the head
Yes.
Yes.
and not the
yes,
wife.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
But thanks to you guys for the both respond. It was great respond.
Mhm.
But according to statistics, after my research, drafting these questions here in the United States,
Mhm.
here in the United States,
Mhm.
it has been proven by study
Yeah.
that women is currently and now the breadwinners of the household,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
And with that being stated, do you really think it's anything about feminism? How do you call it? Patronizing it or influencing it? Do you really think feminism influences it? Because if we include feminism in women being the breadwinner
Mhm.
in America today, if we include that in our discussion right now, I don't think we can be able to go the whole 9 yards. Because
we can.
we could.
Yeah.
We could, but as Miss Barbara said,
Mhm.
going back to where it all started,
Yeah.
and to where the switch got flipped
Mhm.
of women becoming the breadwinner of the household.
Mhm. Well, you wanna
Go ahead,
add
Miss
that?
Barbara.
Even as a breadwinner in the home, that does not negate the role of the family.
Okay.
Meaning that the Bible does says that the husband is the head of the wife.
Mhm.
And even though the wife may be the breadwinner,
Mhm.
she does not usurp authority over that husband.
Right.
So therefore, yes, I may make the more money,
Mhm.
but we still got to work together and
Mhm.
figure out what's best for us.
Mhm.
Right.
Because even though
Yeah.
even
yeah, go
though
ahead.
I may be
Go ahead. You good. Yeah.
the breadwinner,
Mm-hmm.
I need to be able to communicate.
Mhm.
I need to be able to share.
Mhm.
I need to our responsibilities,
Mhm.
because a lot have changed with women as being the breadwinners.
Okay.
Now the husband may be staying home.
Mhm.
It's not negating his role as being the head.
Mhm.
It's just that for our relationship,
Mhm.
our marriage,
Mhm.
it's best that some of the things that has been identified as a woman's role,
Mhm.
now the man's going to have to step up and
Exactly.
do it.
Right.
Yes, yes, I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you, Miss Barbara. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the journey of the legendary gentleman. We are here with two beautiful ladies in studio, and we are digging deeper into the system. We are digging deeper into women and marriage today. And you have, if you're in TV land, on Facebook, TikTok, X, YouTube, wherever platform you're watching from, please do not call in currently. If there is a time to call in, we will announce and you can call in, and our studio guests will be able to entertain your question and we'll move on from there. Please do not call in when studio is in session. Thanks a lot. So we'll move on. You want me to tighten that a little bit, Miss Barbara? Okay.
If I don't move my head, wobble my head. See what you're gonna move.
All right. Thanks a lot. We could stay on this one question and finish the entire studio
Of
time.
course.
And it seems like this one question ties into a lot.
A lot
Yes.
of things.
Yes.
A lot of things. But we're gonna zigzag our ways and we're gonna make our way to the end of the sheet. I'm gonna go ahead with my second question. The answer you guys gave a very fruitful answer and encouraging answer. I'm going to go ahead with my second question to the both of you. What role does the faith community or church traditionally play in supporting or defining marital role expectation for African American women? African American women.
The faith community is important because there, hopefully, you're able to get built up.
Mhm.
You can hear testimonies of other women
Yeah.
or other relationships,
Yeah.
and you can perhaps build or say, okay, this is what she's going through. Well, I got a similar situation.
Okay.
Well, maybe I can hear, and I know that there's victory at the end.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
so I think that the church community is important.
Okay.
But as far as actually defining marital roles, I think going into a marriage, we have preconceived ideas what a marriage should be or what the role of each person should be.
Okay. Okay.
So going to the church community,
Okay.
yes, you can get some guidance, but I think going back to my original statement, you got to figure out what works for you. And you not only that, even though you're in the faith community,
Mhm.
you still have to be careful of who you're getting advice from.
That's a key point.
Yes, so you just can't just be out there all willy nilly,
Yeah.
just say gathering
Information.
and want to utilize it at home. A wise woman builds her house.
Right.
So therefore, a wise woman can hear information, glean from that information, and figure out
Mhm.
what's best in her home.
Wow. 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 You guys hear it out there. A wise woman. There's a difference between a woman and a wise woman. There's a difference. The key word there is wise. Wise.
Wise.
But Samantha, we reached this out to you.
Mhm.
You've been in this country for a couple of years now. You've been here
A few years, almost 20.
almost 20 years. Yes, yes, yes. You've been here almost 20 years.
Oh,
And-
goodness, you look so young.
I know. You've been here almost 20 years now.
Mhm.
As an African American woman,
Mhm.
right? Upon marriage, right?
Yep.
What will you have to add to what Miss Barbara said in reference to the influence of the church traditionally?
Well, traditionally, I like to take it from the biblical perspective, and I think we've already established it
Mm-hmm.
earlier. So I found just going to how the times we're living in,
Yeah,
the marriage institution is being attacked.
yeah,
And we have so many children coming from divorced families
mm-hmm.
or divorced parents.
Yeah,
And we have single mothers, lots of single mothers.
Yeah.
And fathers are not stepping up.
mm-hmm.
And so I found that the local church, some of them have they've taken it upon themselves on how do we heal, restore these kind of families, and equip them to navigate the challenges that they are facing.
Mhm.
Especially for single mothers, there's a lot of challenges that
Mhm.
are faced.
Mhm.
And I think the church has to do more than what we're doing now when it comes to marriage.
Mhm.
Whether it means I watch sometimes and I counsel young couples
Mhm.
getting married, and I mean, I've been married for 12, 15 years,
Mhm.
to 15 years. And the things I've walked through in my marriage, if I didn't have those mother figures
Mhm.
that would guide and help the young women, and also the father figures that can mentor the young men that are stepping into the institution of marriage,
Yes.
and we can come around them and help them, I think we would have less divorces than what's in the world. Like right now, divorce rates are comparable to those that are outside the church.
The church.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
So the
Thank you.
faith, the church or the faith community is very vital um, to the marriage institution, caring for it and uplifting that institution so that we
So-
build healthy
Thank you,
marriages.
thank you, thank you, thank you for that information. From everything in which we are discussing here tonight, those in studio land, you can see and you can tell that 99.99% of the response you are getting from my guests in studio is leaning back towards the beginning, where it all started from. The Bible, God, Christ, the Holy Spirit. It's all going back to them. And with that being stated, we're going to move on to our next question. We're going to move on to our next question. It's going to be very, 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 very entertaining. But one thing. Before I move to my next question, which would be my question number 3, before you, either you can give me a response to this. Do you think that the church in today's world, do you think that the church is playing any role, if at all, in saving marriages or bringing up fruitful marriages? Do you think that the church today is playing any role in doing so?
I don't think enough is being done in the church.
Enough is not being done
In the area of marriage. Yeah. And I don't know, Sister Barbara, if you have any insight in that, but I think of the churches that I've been part of, with attended, or I feel there's some churches, yes, that do some,
Yes,
God,
yes,
you know,
yes,
but I feel the church can do more than what they are doing.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
And like I mentioned, as young couples, I think a lot of times they're not well prepared for what marriage truly means and what challenges that they face in marriages.
In marriages.
A lot of times you think you're marrying just your husband,
Mhm.
but then you've got the family factor that
Mhm.
comes in
Yes.
and brings a lot of challenges on how to navigate those relationships and
Yes.
keep them healthy.
Mhm.
There's so many things that happen in marriages that can cause a lot of conflict between a couple.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And sometimes the couples don't know, where do I go to get help?
That is the question.
Yeah.
That is the question. That's the question. Ms. Barbara, can you top it off for us?
Well, yeah. Well, and part of my response to that is I want to be clear that yes, I feel that the religious community plays an important role and can perhaps step up what they do
Mm-hmm.
as far as assisting married couples. However,
Mhm.
you know, in today's world, so things are not like they used to be, where people, when you joined the church, you were there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nowadays, members tend to be moving around a lot more frequently. So therefore, I don't feel that they're really getting rooted and grounded in the
Mm.
understanding of what the true marriage is. So
Right.
yes, we could have all of these programs available,
Yes.
but if you're constantly moving and you're not stationary enough to even accept or get taught,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
because you're moving too much.
Yes.
So I
It,
think
it is true. It is true, Miss Barbara. It is true. And the answer I wanted from the both of you, I got the answer I wanted from the both of you. Is that it is the truth. It is the truth. In today's world, you understand, the I believe it's John Hopkins University did a research on the attention of today's family from the age 26 to 0. The attention span for families from 26 to 0 currently is 9 minutes. 9 minutes.
Wow.
So it's something in which the church could do more. The church can do more, and the church is supposed to do more because in everything in which we do, it falls back to the kingdom of heaven. It falls back to prayer. It falls back to Christ. It falls back to the Holy Spirit. The church can do more in influencing the value of marriage. The church can do more in influencing the foundations of marriage. The church can do more in the sustainability of marriages. The church can do more. But what I see today is the church have drifted to mostly a drive-through ministry and a drive-through churches that Sunday morning is the only time that matters. You know, those days when I started ministry, I know married couple used to go to the pastor for counseling. Married couple used to go to the church 1 hour before service and lodge the wife lodge the husband complain, the husband lodge the wife complain, and the pastor guide them with the Bible. But these days, well, they find solution for the marriages on Facebook, on TikTok, on Twitter. You know,
Yeah.
it's
Unfortunately,
it's complicated. It's complicated.
And
But
a lot of times people are not getting in the Bible for themselves.
yes.
They want someone else to do it for them.
that
But
is
you've got to get in there and you've got to build your own personal
relationship.
with God.
Yes, Miss Barbara. Yes.
I just
yes.
want to jump in there.
Yeah,
I mean,
go ahead.
Ms.
Go ahead.
Barbara mentioned a very important thing about marriage.
Yeah.
It has to be centered around God,
Yes.
around
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because a three
Yes.
cord cannot be broken.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of times, like I've said earlier, that couples are isolating themselves.
Yes.
And they are not participating even in
Mhm.
those programs
Mhm.
that are even in the church,
Yeah.
if the church offers it. And so it is a struggle in our day. And there are a lot of factors to it. Sometimes it's not intentional.
Yes.
I think of houses now. I mean, I look at myself, I work 8 to 5 job.
Mhm.
So does my husband. And then on the weekends, we have children activities.
Yes.
Now tell me, where am I going to fit going for marriage counseling?
Mhm.
You only go when you have an issue
Mm.
in your home. And
Mm.
sometimes what we need to do is build that foundation, like you mentioned,
Mm.
come around those marriage couples and encourage them before an issue arises.
Yes.
Because
yes.
by the time an issue arises,
Yes.
it's been building up
Yes.
Yes.
for so long.
Uh-huh.
And by the time you're trying to cancel the two people or the couple, their hearts are so hardened.
Yes.
They are
That's
full of bitterness and resentment
Yes.
towards one another.
Mhm.
And nobody's hearing the other person.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I truly believe the church can do a lot in terms of upholding the marriage institution.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It is a complex issue.
Yeah.
And I believe, ladies and gentlemen out there in TV land, as you are listening to my both guests, and you are married out there or anticipating on getting married out there, it's a complex field. Marriage is a complex field. It's a journey in which you have to calculate, calibrate, and think very hard before you jump into it. And if you do, make sure that you have guidance, you have the GPS, you have the blueprint of being a married couple. Because if you leave the compass home or leave the GPS home and hop into that marriage boat, on a beautiful morning, you will have to turn around, go back, and find that GPS, which is the Bible, which is God, which is Christ, and which is the Holy Spirit. You have to go back and find them where you left them, because it is not easy in today's world. It's no longer, 1847, where, men is in charge of the house and men have the final saying, and men are the head of the household and men got everything, and the wife is the yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. No, it's no longer like that. We are in the 21st century where women is now the breadwinner.
Mhm.
And for you men out there, let me say this to the men out there. I've been married for I don't know how long. Submission is not for women alone. Let me get it out there. Submission in your marriage is not for women alone. Miss Barbara. You see, Miss Barbara distracted me already. I'm not gonna go forward. I'm gonna go ahead and move ahead to my four questions.
Oh, that's a good one.
No, that's a good one.
I know. We will get back to it. We'll get back to it. I'm moving on to my next question. All right, ladies and gentlemen out there, this is the journey of the legendary gentleman. Thanks to you guys who tune in on Facebook, TikTok, all our platform. We thank you. We're having a beautiful time here with our mother and sister, Miss Barbara, and we'll have Pastor Mato here for the second time. I believe she's going to be one of our favorite studio guests in this journey. Yes. My fourth question to you guys, the both for you. In today's African American home and today's African home, I'm going to ask a $250,000 question. In your opinion, who do you think should be the head of the household?
I'll stick with the book, the Bible. Okay. And if I stick with the Bible, I won't go wrong. The Bible says that the husband is the head
Of the
of the
household.
wife.
Mhm.
So therefore, God has order. And if we follow the order that he's already ordained, the God, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit,
Yes.
I got a husband,
Mhm.
I got a wife,
Mhm.
and I just throw the children in the case the parents are not there.
Yes.
But the order for me is husband is the head of the household, regardless of whether or not the wife is the breadwinner.
Thank you. That's I will call that a legendary answer. Thank you. Pastor Mata, you've been around in this country and you see what's going on in America. You see what's going on in today's world. And like I said a few seconds ago, men can be submissive to their wife as well. I said it.
You said it. I heard you.
What do you think?
I would say yes, they can be. When you look at the Bible in going beyond Ephesians 5, where it talks about the man being the head of the household and the wife must submit to her husband.
Just a report, Ephesians 5.
Yep, Ephesians 5, verse 21 to 23
Mhm.
does talk about instructions of the Christian household.
Correct?
And the submission that you are mentioning
Mm-hmm.
is how, the Bible talks about loving one another.
Yes.
There are encouragements of loving your neighbor as thyself.
As yourself.
Right.
Mhm.
That's submitting to the other person
Correct.
in a way,
Yes. Mhm.
because you're honoring the other person's needs before yours
Mhm.
and recognizing the other person's needs and desires before yours. So there is an element to submission in from a husband's perspective as well,
Yeah.
to make the marriage work.
Mhm.
But in terms of the order in marriage in terms of, hey, the gender roles.
Yes.
The husband is the head of the home,
The husband is
Yes.
the head of
and the
home.
wife must submit in terms of respecting
Mhm.
her husband.
Mhm.
If when it comes to decisions, yes, you both can talk about that matter that you need to decide on.
Mhm.
You allow your wife to bring to you as a husband
Mhm.
her point of view,
Yes.
what she's seeing in that situation that you might not see.
Yes.
You've got a blind eye to it.
Mhm.
And that's part of the submitting
Mhm.
to your wife as well. But it doesn't necessarily mean that, we disregard the gender roles, the order of the family, the
Of the
divine
family.
order that God placed.
Yes.
It just means that you are also taking your wife
Yes.
as your helper,
Mm-hmm.
because the Bible says we as wives, we are to be helpers to our husband.
Mhm.
Now, if my husband is a vision,
Mhm.
I should come alongside him
Mhm.
and help him in that vision, push it forward, right?
Yes.
I want to I was listening to a powerful woman of God, and she was saying that she mentioned the statement where it says, behind every successful man is a woman.
Yeah.
But she she said something that really caught my attention. And we've heard those kind of sayings in so many times, and it takes roots in people. But it's really a faulty way of looking at marriage. You're a helper. God took the rib of the man from the side
Side.
to form a woman who's the helper.
Yes.
So, as such, you should walk side by side with your husband,
With your husband.
not behind him.
Not behind.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen out there in TV land, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Share our platform. Tune in every Sunday to the Journey of the Legendary Gentleman. We will have our guests here next Sunday, in which we'll be promoting from Monday to Sunday. We thank you all for joining us in studio today. There is more to come. There is more to come. We will now be going in for our 1 minute break, and we will be back in studio in 1 minute. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Journey of the Legendary Gentleman, and we are here with Pastor Marta and our mother and sister, Miss Barbara. Thank you.
You know what the Midwest is? Young and restless. Where wrestlers might snatch your necklace, and next these guys might crack your Lexus.
All right, Miss Barbara, you can take your earpiece off. Yeah, you can take your earpiece off. And
I was trying to get to the verse where it says, finally be all of one mind of my marriage. Having compassion one of another, loving as brothers. Yeah, get up for the praise. Yes, pick it up from me. Yeah. And that's the first Peter. That's it. Oh, yeah, that man got.
thanks everyone. Thanks everyone. Thanks everyone. Thanks everyone. Thanks everyone. Thanks everyone. We are on a break, and we'll be back in studio in 1 minute. We are on break. We'll be back in 1 minute.
You know what? I've been looking over there at you. I haven't been looking in the camera.
Oh,
Yeah, but I'm looking over here at him while he's
well,
talking.
I do that too.
Oh.
I do that too.
The studio, the audio is off
I don't know. I think it's
altogether.
because you hold toward that. Look at the person.
Look at the eye. Oh,
Yeah. So sometimes I do
Ah,
look at him.
ah.
This is the fireworks you were talking about, Dad?
Huh?
This is the fireworks you were talking about. Oh.
You got your water, Miss Barbara? You don't want to take a
yes, I
bathroom
have
break?
my water. I have it right here. No, I can hold
The
on.
bathroom is right across there.
Yeah, but I only have 15 more minutes. I can wait. Besides, we got to eat here.
We
right?
can go past that.
Yeah, we should
Oh.
not taking a break.
Take 10 minutes. Past that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I know what I wanted to talk about. That's something else I wanted to get to. My phone started acting crazy. And I keep going to do what I wanted to do. And where do I want to go? What's the time?
Are we ready?
Click done and start again. Done. Live. And you're gonna just, yeah, go live.
You ready?
Yeah. You guys ready?
Why don't we just flat back?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live in studio. We are live in studio. You are welcome to the journey of the legendary gentleman. We thank you guys for tuning in. We thank you guys for tuning in today. In studio with me is no other Pastor Marta, and we have our mother and sister here with us, Miss Barbara. You are welcome again. You are welcome again to Studio Line. We are having fun today, and the topic on the menu today is marriage and women. Marriage and women. Marriage and women. Um, do you think the before this is off the script? Do you think biblically, going back into time, do you think that without women, do you think the world will be in existence today with all this testosterone and hormones and manpower and ego and everything running around? Do you think the world will be in existence today? Will we men have killed off the old generations? Do you guys,
Probably.
you know, sometimes I think about it. You know, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Let's have fun.
Mama,
I was thinking, the men here all by themselves. Oh, God. I don't know what would happen. Because I think that the woman adds balance.
right.
It's a major question, right? It's a major question. You said woman adds a balance, balance to the explosive, or
But now let's go back in time. In
Yes.
the very beginning,
uh-huh.
God made Adam. He was
Yes.
here by himself.
Yes.
But he thought that it was not good for man to be alone. Hello. Now you think about that,
Right.
I like that. I like that. Pastor Mato, come in.
I know.
Come in.
I agree with what
To
I agree
Jeremiah.
with what Mama Barbara said.
Yeah.
I think of God, right? There are scriptures that refer God as a mother that comforts
Yes.
her people,
Mhm.
and he was referring to. I don't have the exact scripture, but
Yes,
it's
yes.
in the Bible.
Yeah.
So there are qualities and characteristics
Mhm.
in a woman that we don't necessarily find in men, or they are not stronger in men.
Mhm.
And so as a result, I agree with what she said. It brings balance, but it also brings completion of who God is.
As a creator.
Is exactly. The missing piece was the woman in the Garden of Eden,
Mm.
and God created her
Mhm.
in His image. We're all made in
His image.
God's image.
Yes.
So there is something in us that He saw was missing in a man,
Mhm.
and that's why we came into existence.
And that answer leads me to my next complex question.
Okay,
Don't leave
All right.
me all alone.
you're challenging us here.
No. That leads me to my next complex question.
Mhm.
Bringing balance in the Garden of Eden. All right. And
I would say bringing completeness in the
bringing
Garden of
completeness
Yes.
to the Garden of Eden.
Yes.
You realize women. Today's topic, ladies and gentlemen, this is the journey of the legendary gentleman. Today's topic is women and marriage. And we are treating women right now. And my two co-hosts, guests in my studio, says that women bring balance to the world, women bring completion to the world, and God did a due diligence by introducing women into the system. But with that being said, you realize, according to the Bible, the same Bible,
Mhm.
Adam was doing just fine. He was doing just fine. That's the way it is. Christ, God visited him. He walked with God. They chit chat. They high five each other. They play soccer in the garden. They did everything you can do in the garden. They hang out as buddies. They did
It's
everything.
lonely.
He was lonely.
Yes, yes, he was.
That God have to visit him to keep his company. Correct?
No.
Mm-mm.
He
Mm-mm.
was not. Okay. Okay. Now. Women, not women. God thought it wise. We know he's the Alpha and Omega. He brought in a woman into the picture.
Mhm.
Now, with him bringing the woman into the picture, all of a sudden, something terribly, terribly, terribly went wrong.
What went wrong?
What went wrong?
Something about an apple,
Okay.
something
Okay.
about sin, something about mistake, something about Adam, who used to hang out with God,
Mhm.
walk with him, chit chat with him,
Mhm.
That
started
they-
hiding himself.
And Adam was the one that God said not to eat from that tree, that apple from the tree of good and evil.
Mhm.
It was an instruction.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was an instruction.
To Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Yes.
So even though his wife picked that apple off that tree
Uh-huh.
and presented it to her husband,
Vanity.
he decided to not obey God.
Mhm.
Lord have mercy.
Mhm. So
They're trying to turn the table.
I agree with you, Mama Barbara.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about the way God
you.
designed marriage
Yeah.
was that the male, the husband, will be the head.
Yes.
As a head, it comes with responsibility.
Yes.
And so I would question Adam's leadership skills there because he
Mhm.
was given an instruction
Mm-hmm.
by his maker.
Yeah.
He had the responsibility to tell Eve,
Mm-hmm.
the Lord said we should not partake of this.
Mm-hmm.
And as a result, we would not, if Adam had taken his position
Mm-hmm.
as the lead, as the head, this would not have happened, right?
So you are saying because
that's-
he
that's
withheld information from his wife.
I wouldn't say
No.
he withheld information.
Okay.
I don't think he withheld information.
But Eve
He
did
did-
not know.
Well,
Eve did not know
And- but
about that
that-
information.
But even her not knowing
Uh-huh.
does not negate what God told that man to do.
That's
it's the leadership aspect of it. And unfortunately, we're still seeing it today.
Yes,
Right.
That
we are.
sin is still in the bloodline of the males.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah.
we're seeing lots of single mothers in the homes,
yeah.
fatherless children.
Mhm.
They are still not taking their position and the responsibility that God gave them as the head of the household.
And even in today,
Yeah.
trying to blame the woman.
Right.
The woman, woman wasn't given the instruction. A man was.
That is biblically deep. That is biblically deep. The instruction was given to Adam. Ladies and gentlemen in studio land, are you guys following what's going on here? The instruction was given to Adam. The blueprint of the head of a family was given to him. And God thought it wise to bring him a helper.
Mhm.
And upon introducing the helper to him, he knew that that identical apple stated in the Bible, if be it apple, that he were not supposed to touch, eat, go near, or have anything to do with it. He had the information. He had the information. And when Eve presented it, Adam's job was to say, I have been advised that this fruit that you are bringing to me is uneatable, is detrimental to my life, detrimental to my generation, detrimental to my future. We cannot eat it, Eve. Throw it away. But guess what?
And then going, we could bring that same illustration to today's world.
To this world.
Yes, because a man, to me, a man's role is different than a woman's role.
In a home, in a
In the
marriage.
home,
Yes, in
yes.
marriage.
A woman tends to be a lot more emotional,
Mhm.
whereas a man can make a hard decision
Yes.
Mhm.
and stand with it.
Mhm.
Mm. Mm.
So even though it happened that way,
Mm.
I still see it going on in today's world.
And that's where it get complicated, Miss Barbara. That's where it get complicated. I see a lot of guys out there, 35, 45 years old out there, and I still see the undecisiveness of a manhood within them. If you will speak to an 18-year-old out there, or 18-year-old girl out there, getting ready to jump into the world, or jump into marriage, or jump into familyhood, what would be your advice? One advice you would give to an 18-year-old girl or 18-year-old boy getting ready to jump into the world? You have 2 minutes,
Oh, you want me to?
Ms.
Okay.
Barbara.
I will bring this home. One of the things that I would advise, as a young lady coming up within the home with a parent, with a mother,
Yeah, yeah.
I think information can be shared from that mother in regards to life as an adult.
Yes.
Meaning that when when a young lady is being reared,
Yeah.
You as a parent, you got to take the initiative and say, look, and I'm going to use some of my upbringing, and I'm
Yes.
going to bring it into today.
Yeah.
There are things that you need to stay away from, and sex is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And if you decide to do this what can happen,
Mm-hmm.
and this will impact the remainder of your life.
Correct.
So therefore, I want you to be wise in your decision making
Mm-hmm.
and abstain
Mm-hmm.
from doing this, because it will definitely have an impact with the
Your
rest of your life.
journey in life.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, as coming up, I would instruct them to abstain.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you have to, let's talk about it.
Okay.
So because I want you to understand my role. I was of the opinion, when you have them, you got to take care of them.
Yes.
Meaning that when your friends go out to party and have a good time,
Mhm.
you got a child that you got to rear. Because look, Barbara is not a babysitter. So therefore, and I think that even within the home, if the parents take a hard stand on some rules
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
share information and give guidance, and I know some topics are very difficult to have.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I know that the kids don't always feel comfortable holding certain conversations with a parent.
Mhm.
But again, me and my opinionated self, if it's not the parent, your child should have someone that they can confide in that will give them good direction.
Exactly.
All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Did
you.
I take more than
Thank
2
you.
minutes?
No, 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 no. Miss Barbara, you're good. You're good. We are speaking to our children out there. So I was fortunate to go into a training seminar a couple of weeks ago. And during the seminar, the guy leading the seminar told us that this information I'm giving to you guys, I'm not going to give it to you guys once. I'm not going to give it to you guys twice. I'm not going to give you guys. I'm going to give it to you guys 8 times. And after giving it to you guys 8 times, I'm going to remind you guys about the information. How many times? 20 times?
12 times. That was total 20 times.
Total 20 times
Wow.
before the seminar is over, so that your brain can write it, rewrite it,
Right.
and engrave it into your memory.
Yeah.
You understand? So when we're talking to our children in this fast lane today, we need to talk to them today, talk to them tomorrow, talk to them the after tomorrow, talk to them next week, and over and over and over and over and over. Even when they deem it necessary that they are now independent, we still need to talk to them.
Mhm. Mhm.
We still need to talk to them.
As parents, I think part of the job is to instruct
Mhm.
and direct
Mhm.
Yeah.
as long as you can.
Yes.
Because once they become an adult, you can forget it.
Right.
Because they know they're an adult, and now they have the mindset that they know it all and know nothing
True. True.
about life.
True, true, true. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, in Studio Land, we are here with my 2 special guests, Miss Barbara and Pastor Marta. You guys, thank you for updating us on all this information. Some of the information I'm getting here is very, very fruitful. It's very, very something in which I look out there to see children listening to our podcast, see family listening to our podcast, and be able to utilize the information. And I would say out there in TV land, if you have a question, a specific question, you can text it to me. The number is 612-556-3503. The number is 612-556-3503. Or if you want to call in and ask a specific question, you can go ahead and call in and ask a specific question. One person at a time. Our phone number is 612-556-3503. We know we are approaching the 1 hour mark in our studio time, but this is what runs our family. In our community, without mothers, without women, without marriages, we are nothing in our community. So we'll put in the time and see what we can do from here. So my next question to you guys, I'm going to move ahead because time is fast spent. To the both of you, as African in today's world, I repeat, as Africans in today's world, or as Black Americans in today's world, who has the duty of grooming the boys in the household to become productive men in the society today? Now, according to study out there, this says 61% of Black children growing up are fatherless. Keep that in mind before you give me an answer. 61% of Black children out there, statistics have proven that they are growing up fatherless. And my question to you, in today's home, who have the duty of turning our boys into men?
The father, for sure.
Speaking to the mic, I didn't hear you.
Well, both the father and the mother have they have a contribution to make in molding a healthy young man. But like we've mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
that the challenge we're having in our society is the missing fathers, like you mentioned.
Mhm.
And so that's one major piece that's missing in a young man's life right now.
Yes.
And I will, I mentioned earlier that I'm privileged to minister in prisons.
Mhm.
And what we found is a lot of the men in prisons, they come from fatherless homes. And so can we say that a mother only can do the work? No. And it's been proven by what we see in society, where we see a lot of like young, especially young Black men, youth in juvenile centers or in prison, because a fatherless home is a headless home. There's no direction. A mother can do as much as she can, but she can never replace the father in the house.
It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. Miss Barbara, you wanna add to that? You want to add to that? Because the reason I'm saying for you to add to that is that according to research out there, and it's a true statistic out there, that 61% of Black children is growing up fatherless. With that being stated, think about it.
And that's a major problem. I feel that a man's role, I'll talk first within the family, with a father and a mother. I feel that it's the man's role to teach that child, how to become a man.
Yes.
And I'm not negating anything that the mother does, but I want to say the mother perhaps is limited in some of the training that a man child can receive. And to give an example, that's the wrong example that came to mind because that's on the other side of the house. I'm going to switch over now.
All right.
Got that one. We good on
We're
that?
moving on.
So, and when it comes to that home where there is no father,
Yes.
that's a hard one because I don't feel like the man child will get all that he needs to be that fully functional, accountable, and responsible man. He perhaps will know how to treat a woman because his mother is there to give him that training.
Yes.
But I think there's some training that only a man can give. And I would hope that somewhere along the line, there is an uncle or a cousin or someone that can mentor these young men. But I know things are totally different now. There are so many families out there with a missing father. And I guess for me, that's a little difficult because I feel that even rearing a man child, they also need to be taught.
Yes.
Just like the woman spend the time to teach the young girl.
Yes.
Some man need to teach the boy and give them lessons too that they can carry through life.
Right.
So
mentorship. Thank you.
Yes, mentorship.
Thank you. Mentorship. A man being in a boy's life or in a child's life is very important in our society today. And with that being stated, we are here in studio. We are discussing family, and the topic on hand today is marriage. The topic today is marriage and women. It is dear and important to my heart because, I spend a lot of time out there in the community, and I spend a lot of time out there with people, talk to a lot of married men, talk to a lot of married women, and the society we are in today have been designed, right? The society we are in today have been designed in a way that women are getting comfortable in grooming a family without a man being present. Now, What do I mean when I say that? A man and a woman get into a relationship, they get married. The man pack his bag and leave, say, we are getting a divorce. The woman says, sayonara, bye. Other than those days, when something of a such happened, somebody in the family, somebody in the community, somebody in the church will come back and say, you say, what? You going where? How? When? Let's go back to the drawing board. Let's go back where it's all started. Let's go back to how you guys met and see if we can make amendments and bring you guys back to the road that you guys are on. Instead of you taking an exit right now, let's go back to the blueprint. But today's world have been designed in a way that if a man woke up in the morning and say, wife, I see you in Hollywood, I'm gone. The wife will say, bye-bye, see you later. It's no longer how we used to be when we were growing up in life. What can we do as a society, as a community? It goes back to what I asked him previously. Is the church doing more? Is the community doing more? What can we do as a community to boost or improve marriages in our community? Either of you. I need your opinion.
Well, we've touched on some of the things that are causing dysfunction in a family structure. Now, I want to look at it from someone who immigrated to the United States some years ago. We come here and you don't have that support of family that you would have as you were back in your country. And so sometimes the challenge is not that you cannot pick up a phone and converse with your mom or whoever, but the time is limited. You talk to them maybe for in a week, maybe you talk to them for an hour.
Yes.
That's not sufficient to mold me or educate me about marriage. And so there's that broken family structure that we're seeing, that even within families, there's no unity.
Yes.
Whether it's, I think in the olden days, or even now in the African culture, the aunties would come along, the young girl, and teach her about marriage, teach her about how to cook, how to do simple, basic things. And I look at the children coming up now, they don't know how to cook. They don't know how to sew. They don't know how to do the simple, basic things that we were being taught as we were growing up, whether it was at the school we were going or not, but they're learning to just throw food in the microwave. And so you get married, and maybe that husband that you now have is used to a nice cooked meal from his mother, And so what are you going to do as a young woman? You have to educate yourself on how to cook.
True.
Yeah, so there's some adjustments and realignment and learning that needs to happen sometimes way before marriage occurs. And we're not seeing that taking place.
Yes.
Any longer. And if it is, it's a microwaved teaching.
Microwave teaching. Thank you. Miss Barbara, we have to say something to this one, because we have landed in the microwave world. And everything is
instant. And I'm agreeing with what she's saying. In that nowadays the girls or the young men are not being taught. They are not being raised because to know how to do some things. And I think back when I heard someone say that if this world were to change and there was no food available, the kids nowadays would not survive
Mm-hmm.
because they don't know how to go out there and plant, cook,
Mhm.
and eat.
Mhm.
They have missed that.
Hunt,
Yeah.
fishing.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
So they have not had that type of training. And things have just changed so
I mean,
much.
It's a whole new world.
Yeah, we're moving into AI technology now.
Yes.
I mean, the world has evolved.
yes.
So, I mean, I don't want to say some of these things that we learn to do. Our children have to. They're living in a different world, a
Mhm.
different
Yes.
culture,
Yes.
and
yes.
the pretty much the game has changed.
Mhm.
So how do we as parents
Mhm.
readjust
Mhm.
to the current world we're living in, the AI world, where
Mhm.
now we're even hearing Elon Musk saying you can get a robot that will do the cooking, the cleaning, and
Oh no,
everything
there
for
is.
you.
There
Yeah.
is.
So
There
the traditional cooking and doing what we were
Mhm.
doing,
is. There is.
it's being outphased.
Mhm.
There is.
It's going into extinction.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There is a food place in Vegas
Mhm.
that you walk into the place, it's robotics.
Right.
They cook burger and everything. You would never see one serving nothing. You
Right.
walk in there, they serve you. Serve you your drink, robots serve you your drink.
Right.
Everything, you just, nobody's there.
Right.
But could that be something of a challenge to us as parents, to us who were there to see our great grandma, who were there to see our grandma bring us up? Could that be a challenge for us to reintroduce our children to how it was meant to be? To how it was meant to be. You understand? Because, like you said, a few years from now, there will be.
And I'm thinking I will consider it more of survival skills.
Mhm,
Maybe if we take that approach,
Mhm.
these are survival skills.
Skills.
mhm,
What I used to tell my grandchildren, you may not need this now, but put it up on the shelf.
Exactly.
You may have to pull it down
Right.
as you walk this life's journey.
Right.
Yes.
So we need to equip them with some survival
Yeah.
skills.
Survival skills. Survival skills. It all boils down to survival skills. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are discussing women and marriages, and we hit the topic from all angles. We got things squared up in a way, and we got almost most of our questions answered. And time is fast spent. We are coming up to 17 minutes up our time, and we will ask our both guests in studio currently to do me a favor and go back to one more important question that I hold dear to my heart.
Okay.
One more question, and we'll call it a day. Ladies and gentlemen, in studio land, this is the journey of the legendary gentleman. You are welcome in studio. Thank you for tuning in. Share with your friends, share with your family. Pastor Mato, how is the rise of female breadwinner
Mhm.
shifting the traditional marriage role in a black household?
Can you please
The,
repeat
the,
that?
the question is, how is the rise
Mhm.
of female breadwinners shifting the roles in a black household?
Okay. Well, I want to go back.
Should we let it continue? Should we adapt to it? Should we change it?
Well, adapting for sure has to occur. When you look back many years ago, women were not allowed to vote. They were not. They kept the
Mhm.
traditional, the
Yes.
traditional women's role.
Mhm.
And fast forward, women have outpaced at least the black women
Mhm.
have outpaced the black males in education.
Yes.
We have pursued education and to improve ourselves.
Mhm.
We have taken on challenges of some jobs that were reserved for just men,
Yeah.
and women are entering into those roles. And we're seeing so many women leaders rising up in
True.
the corporate world. I'm
Yes.
in the corporate sector,
Yeah.
and I'm seeing, where there was a drive of equity and inclusion
Mhm.
in corporate
Mhm.
companies. And so we saw the rise of women in those times and
Yes.
even now. So when you're in that situation where you as a woman, you're making more money as compared to your husband,
Mhm.
I feel in this is an instance where we go back to what you said, Mama, about it's your marriage. You and your partner, your husband,
Mhm.
you have to agree
Mhm.
on different things and how things are going to work out for your marriage.
Mhm.
And I would encourage too that as women, as we are rising up, I'm a pastor,
Mhm.
I'm a manager in my job.
Mhm.
When I come home, I'm a wife,
Mhm.
I'm a mother,
Mhm.
or you can be a grandmother if
Mhm.
you're older. And those are your roles. You don't bring your title into the home, into your marriage.
Mm.
And
Don't bring your title home.
yeah, it's
Don't bring your executive.
yeah. You don't.
Don't come home with a suit on.
You have to address the title
Mhm.
and take on and wear the garment of motherhood,
Mhm.
wear the garment of wifehood. I
Yes.
don't know if that's
Yes.
a real word,
Okay.
but now it's there.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say, that as we rise as breadwinners in marriages,
Yes.
in our marriages, we still keep that marriage as our own. Whatever we are agreeing with our partner is
Yes.
what we do. And I know of instances now where sometimes the woman, she's earning more, she's going to work, and the husband is staying home taking care of the little children,
Mhm.
because childcare is very expensive.
Mhm.
Again, that's an agreement in your marriage to
Mhm.
do that. You
Mhm.
cannot be competing. So and so is doing it this way, and so we should do it that way. It has to be an agreement. It's a and I want to also demolish the concept of 50-50. Bringing 50-50 in a marriage.
That's a whole different topic.
Yes, you need to bring all of yourself in a marriage,
Mhm.
because I would say for young married people coming up, marriage is never 50-50. There's
No.
so many things that
No.
are happening in marriage that
No.
your husband might be at 85 at some point and you're at 25.
Mhm.
Or you might be at 85 and your husband is only at 25.
Yes.
Could be due to sickness in the home or
Mm.
whatever the things that are happening in your marriage. You need to adapt and be flexible
So
and
true.
be guided by the Lord.
So true.
Yes.
Thank you, Pastor Martha. You, the pastor part about you came out a little bit. I'm going to have to design an altar just in case, the Holy Spirit break out. So I will let you go up there and preach to them.
No problem.
Well, thank you. Miss Barbara, you have something to add to that. And right after Miss Barbara is done, we are going to seek a holistic advice from our both guests in our studio to our clients' family out there. And then we're going to call it a day. Time is fast spent, ladies and gentlemen. This is the journey of the legendary gentleman. We come here to bring truth to the table and to enable us structure our family, and bring them to a moving part, an advantageous moving part. So, Miss Barbara, you have something to add to what she just
I
said?
think she said it very well. But a couple of scripture came to me, how
Yes.
the two walk together except they be agreed.
Mhm.
And I was thinking, because it's going back to you, the two of them have to figure out what works.
Mhm.
They got to make it work.
Mhm.
However, Forget the 50-50.
Yes.
And forget what this person over here is doing in their
Mhm.
marriage. Forget that.
Yes.
Build your own.
Mhm.
And one thing that I would like to say to the wives that helped me
Mhm.
through my marriage, I asked God to teach me how to be a wife to my husband,
Mhm.
because there is no, I want to say, set rules that you must do this.
A script.
No, you've got to figure it out. So if you
Yes.
seek his direction, seek his instruction, he will never lead you wrong.
Mhm.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. If you are planning on getting married,
Mama Barbara is
you
available.
you don't need a
Think
guidance
about it.
counselor. You don't need no book. I saw a book one time in where did you go? What, Barnes and Noble. We're looking for something, and they wrote on the book rules and guidance for marriage couple.
Mhm.
So rules and guidance for marriage. Rules and guidance for your marriage.
Well, the rule that I would encourage every married couple to have, the book, is the Bible.
Yes.
All the
Bible.
answers we're looking for
Yes.
The Bible.
are in that book.
The
Yes.
Bible.
Now, people might come and give you their experience,
Mhm.
what
The
has
Bible.
worked for their marriage.
Yes.
The Bible.
Doesn't necessarily mean it will work for yours.
Yes.
Mhm.
And that's
So
why
true.
we have to be marriages. Prayer has to be the foundation.
Yes.
And so that you can move in one mind and one accord.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is the journey of the legendary gentleman, and currently the time now is 7:26, and we'll give our both guests 30 seconds to advise everyone in studio land in reference to the womanhood and the marriages. And once they are done, we'll call it a day, and we'll be back next Sunday at 6 p.m. Miss Barbara, talk to my family out there. Talk to them.
I've said so much, and I will go back. Get to know God. Get to know His Word.
Mm.
Build your personal relationship with God.
Speaking to the camera, Miss Barbara.
Ask Him to teach you to be that wife to your husband. And not only that, as women, don't allow bitterness to set up in your heart
Mm.
against your husband.
Mm.
So my theme would be seek God.
Seek God. What more? Sis Mata, Pastor Mata, go ahead.
I was like a little frozen to wrap up because I feel like this topic is so loaded,
Yes.
right? It's so loaded. We have all so much to learn. But I will end here.
Mm-hmm.
One day I was driving with my husband. We were just driving out and about, and there was a church on the billboard. You know how they put like
Put on the billboard.
yeah,
Mhm.
and it says marriage is a union of two forgivers. And that really stuck with me because in a marriage, we love one another, but be quick to forgive the other person
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
so that your marriage will stay intact.
Mm.
Because I'm not gonna know everything that makes my husband, happy all the time. I might make mistakes,
Mm.
but if he's quick to forgive me and teach me and show me,
Mm.
and I'm quick to forgive him and show him that this is how I like things done, hey, it will work no matter what
Yes.
challenge that comes your way.
Yes.
And when you're in one mind and one accord and do not allow outside influence to come in that marriage, it will stand.
Wow. 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 Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Our time is up in studio land. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dan Ogamba, the son of Africa. We are rounding up our broadcast today. Thanks for coming in, Miss Barbara. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Pastor Mato, thank you. 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 We appreciate your time and effort. We'll be back here next Sunday with a brand new guest and a brand new topic. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you. Thank you.